Hi there, welcome to Central Valley Business. I'm Lauren Baker, I'm your host for the day, and today we have a special little episode because we're here with the ladies of the Women's Art and Music Festival again, which I'm also a part of, so we're all here. It's kind of like a big promo day for us. We're here with Tamara Diaz and Valerie Quinonez. Welcome, ladies.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
We're so happy to have you, of course. Can you tell us what your roles are and like what we can look forward to with the festival?
Absolutely. My name is Tamara Diaz, and I am the curator for the Women's Art and Music Festival. I'm also a co-rep with Valerie on the Bands and Arts Committee.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Oh, and I'm Valerie Quinonez, and I am one of the co-reps with Tamara for the Arts and Bands Committee. And I'm also one of the artists that's showing in the event. And Lauren is one of the artists. And we're going to have 20 other visual artists as well, and a bunch of performers to 5 to 10 p.m. for our event on May 6th. And it's very exciting. It's going to be at the Tower Theater, and we're very much looking forward for it to happening.
Yeah, it's important to note because the last time we were here it was going to be Art Day Americas, but we have since changed venues.
Yes. Correct.
Yes. So if people bought tickets for the one where it was at Art Day, can they still use the tickets at this event where it's now going to be at Tower Theater?
Oh yes, they can.
Okay, so those tickets will still be valid.
Definitely. Yes. Any form purchase of ticket that they've made is more than welcome to the event. Absolutely.
Okay, so for people who maybe didn't see the last segment where we talked about it, what is the mission for this event and what can we expect of it?
Well, Lauren, the mission and the purpose of our event is to promote gender-based violence. So we want to spread the message that basically we want to highlight the resilient nature of women and the experiences and the trauma that they often go through and silently. So the purpose of this event is really to just highlight that talent in Fresno, the local women, and to spread gender-based violence awareness. So we're hoping that we can bring art together in our mission and just celebrate all the talent of women.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing, using art to do things like that. Now, why are you two personally involved in this? Like, what made you want to be part of it from, an organizational standpoint?
Oh, there's so many reasons. For me, I wanted to do it also to promote my own artwork and to get to know other artists because I don't know other visual artists because I more got into the dance crowd in Fresno, the salsa scene and all that. So now I'm transitioning to getting to know more of the visual artists, and it's just so, I don't know, I'm getting so much out of it, and then hosting and helping with the organization do the event is another aspect, and appreciating that part is so much because working with all these other girls that are involved with it, like Tamara and you, and look, now we're on promoting our event here at the Central Valley Talk. It's just so exciting.
It is. It's come a long way because we've been doing this since January, and it's already come into almost full fruition. Like it's been, it doesn't seem like we've been doing it that long because we're in it, but it's come quite a long way considering it's been a couple of months, and people are excited to go, and people are taking it more seriously. It's awesome.
Oh, yes.
What have, in your experience with doing WAMP so far, we call it WAMP when we abbreviate, but what have you gotten out of it so far, through the process? What has it meant to you so far?
Speaking for myself, Lauren, I have definitely always been an artist my entire life, and social justice issues are the most important thing to me as I am a social worker. So I would say, I want to inspire people. I want, little girls to come to our event and to say, wow, I can do this. I can be an artist. I can be a musician. That, this is often a man world, and so, becoming confident enough to show your art takes a lot of, it takes a lot out of a person. And I think that giving this opportunity for women to show their work, it means so much more than we even realize.
I agree wholeheartedly. Now, since you two are the co-reps for the Artists in the Band Committee, can you give us an example of who we know is going to show up, kind of like a teaser, sort of?
Yes. Oh, yeah. There's, of course, Jasmine LaCris is going to perform Still I Rise, and there's going to be an all-girl hip-hop performance hosted by AJ.
Dancers.
Yeah. It's coming along so well, and then there's what fatty cakes.
Fatty cakes and the puff pastries.
That's what I'm personally looking forward to.
Absolutely. Me too. Personal favorite. We're going to have an acoustic singer named Hazy Autumns. She's going to be performing a single solo piece for us.
Wow.
And there is also a prose by Megan Bronson, which is a poetry, a reading.
Awesome. Now, how easy or difficult was it for you guys to find female-specific acts? Because, I mean, in my experience with this event so far, it made me realize how much I don't know female musician groups as much as I thought I might. So how has that process been for you finding them? Have they come to you, like, in swarms, or did you have to, like, go looking for it, essentially?
I would say I actually looked really hard at first, and then they just started coming.
Yeah.
So I would say once the word got out, it spread really quickly, and friends of friends would be contacting. So I think I share the same experience, Lauren. I know a lot of male artists and musicians, and you know, those are some of my personal friends, but I often find that I don't know a lot of female artists or musicians. So this was a great opportunity for me to actually meet the community of artists, of women artists.
I know it's a little bit going off a tangent, slightly, but, like, in that same, like, frame of mind, like, do you think that we don't know as many female bands because we don't pay attention, or is it more that we just aren't as, maybe it just isn't as obvious as maybe, you know, because, I mean, it's easy for us to know bands where they're led by a man, but do you think it's because, like, we gravitate to it more, or we just, I don't know, like, what do you think about that?
It's really tough to say. My guess would be is that I think maybe there's just not a lot of examples, maybe. And by doing a festival like this, we're going to give the opportunity to have more examples to follow.
Oh, I agree.
So I think it sets the precedent for building a larger community of women artists.
I think this event will actually bring out the focus on women artists. Like, people are going to start paying attention to, especially something like this, being here promoting women artists, and hopefully everybody seeing this will come and see our show. And I think, honestly, it'll just open up more doors for everybody presenting their work there.
Absolutely. Now, aside from, like, musician-type artists, we're going to have, like, fine artists there as well.
Yes.
Can you tell us, like, kind of what that's going to look like in this kind of setting?
Well, I brought one of my paintings here.
Yes, she has an example of this.
I'll get it real quick.
Here, I'll help you. No,
This is just one piece that will be presented here.
Oh, that looks good, yeah.
Well, at our event, at the Women's Art and Music Festival.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, this is an oil
It's
painting.
incredible.
It took me about a month to do. I'm getting faster with my work. Hopefully getting more faster. But yeah, I love this piece. I used a palette knife to do the texture.
Oh, how cool.
And then I went, after it dried, then I did the lady.
Wow, like, the palette knife thing just scares me in general, because I'm like, how do people do it?
Palette knife is so much fun.
Like, I can see how it would be, but,
It's a lot
like,
of fun.
like, the technical side of it, I'm just like, how do you know to do it just that precise way? Like, I've watched Bob Ross do it. I have watched Disney artists do it. And I'm like, I don't.
Well, Bob Ross is like on another level than I am right now, I'll be honest.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. You seem to have this
just
texture
the-
thing on point.
You have to know the texture, the canvas I did with the palette knife first, and I let it dry, and then I painted with just brushes the lady. So it's like a trick. Like, people think I used a palette knife, but I didn't.
Oh, you
with
heard
the
it
lady
here.
anyway.
If she talks about it later at the festival, you know she said it here first.
No, I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't lie. I would drive other artists crazy, like, what? What'd you do?
Now, how is that going to look like as far as, like, presenting it at Tower Theater? Like, how will that kind of be
It will
administered?
be, well, I know my piece, because there's going to be other visual artists, like 3D artists, that are probably going to put their art on a table like this. Mine would be on a canvas.
Okay.
Like, not, like, not a canvas, but an easel. It is a canvas. So, another canvas. But, yeah, I'm going to put an easel and then maybe, like, a black drape over it to make it more nice instead of just, like, a rundown easel with paint all over it.
How many, like, artists are we expecting to show up at the festival? Do you know?
Visual artists, 20.
And
I
we have 20.
think
We have
that's
about
including me.
Yeah.
And me.
You know, and Lauren, of course. So that's exciting.
Yeah,
That
20
is
media
exciting.
artists, and then the other artists are actually,
Performing.
there's a lot, there's probably over 30 other performers. So artists in general, we have about 50 artists.
That's exciting because, again, it is going to be at the Tower Theater, so, and that's a big deal because, I mean, most musicians, no matter if they're a man or a woman in general, like, most of them wait a long time to be able to perform in a place like Tower because, like, no musically inclined person I know has ever said, like, that they've performed in Tower Theater. If I've ever asked them, like, have you ever gotten to be there? And like, no, but I've always wanted to. And we have a ton of people that are going to get to do that for their first time there. Maybe it's their
Absolutely.
first major performance, and it's going to be there. And that's a huge deal. At least for me, it is.
Oh, it is.
Absolutely,
Definitely
Lauren.
is.
It's going to be a fantastic opportunity for all the women artists participating.
Yeah, for sure. And then Tower was extremely excited to work with it anyways, which
Yes.
for me it was also kind of a magical thing. Like, they really want to work with you, want to work with us. Oh my God.
Yes, it's incredible how we were able to get the venue for Tower Theater. That was beyond my dreams, that's for sure. And going back there and doing the run through and mapping things out, it was very surreal being back there and on stage and everything. It's very beautiful.
Oh my gosh, it totally is. Let's talk business for a second. It is the business show. So where can we get tickets and how much do they cost?
The tickets are $10 for general public, and they're $5 for students with a student ID. And they can be purchased either through the organizers, myself or Valerie, and Carrie is our fundraising rep. She has the tickets, and we do as well. But the Tower Theater box office actually is selling tickets for us. So they're now available at the box office.
That's awesome. And just to make a run through again, when is the festival? And we already know it's at Tower, so we don't have to say that. But yeah, if you're looking at the screen right now, that is our flyer. You will probably see it around town, no doubt. Or you may have seen old ones where they look the same, but the information's since changed. But can we go over once again, like, when
Yes.
it is and things like that?
May 6th, 5 to 10 p.m. And we're going to start shows right away. So
Okay.
get your tickets, get in. You don't want to miss anything.
Don't lag. Get there on time.
Yes, this is going to be an incredible event. It's definitely unprecedented, the amount of artists that we're having and then the scale of people that can actually fit inside the venue.
Yeah.
We've kind of doubled our size to about a capacity of 700 people.
Yeah, it was
So-
almost meant to be because before it was very limited because we could only have maybe 300 people there, and now we can have much
It's like
more.
700, actually.
Yeah, it's a much bigger deal in every sense of the word bigger.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's something that is going to be a unique experience, I think, for the community. It's going to
Absolutely.
be full of women.
Now, is this a 21 and over only event, or can kids come too?
Oh, it's a family event,
Yes.
for
Oh, perfect.
sure.
It's very
Everybody's
family
welcome.
friendly, absolutely. Yes,
That's
we're
perfect.
making this a theme for children. Children are actually 12 and under are free, actually, to
That's
the
what's
event.
great
Okay,
about it.
good to know.
Little girls will see women on stage and doing their artwork and everything. I think it should just be a very powerful, motivating event. And, for women.
I agree.
Absolutely.
You shouldn't have to pay for an experience like that, for a child anyways, because that's a priceless thing to be able to see that.
Yeah, we hope that this inspires more art programs in schools. and
Absolutely.
Lots of funding has been cut, and art is the one thing that has saved my life. I know that. I've always been a musician and an actress, and I've done multiple different types of arts. And I would say that the only thing really that kept me going through school was my art classes.
Oh, girl, you're speaking my language right now.
Yeah.
I think all three of us, actually.
Absolutely. And so I know how much it's meant to me as a child and growing up with that experience, that I know that it benefits everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to thank you two for coming on today. I know we already know each other, but I think it's great that we're putting this together and that we're able to talk about it together,
Of course.
So thank you for coming. My phone's ringing. It's distracting me a little bit. It's so unprofessional. But thank you for tuning into Central Valley Business today. I'm your host, Lauren Baker. We were here with Valerie Quinonez and Tamara Diaz from the Women's Art and Music Festival. Please look us up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at WAMP Fresno.